Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another drive-by. Don't know we're there. Big up on yourself. I'm your host, Dre. There again with another one. Please like and share. If you're new here, please subscribe. And also, people, for the newcomers or who haven't heard about it, I have a 24/7 live where I run all the performances that I've been collecting over the years. I still have a lot more to upload, so just give me some time. I'll keep uploading and refreshing the page. Go check it out. It's always live. It's 24/7. Yeah, so when you're bored and you want something to watch, you can always find something interesting. Performances from Spice, Vybz Kartel, Skeng, Jada Kingdom, Shensia, you name it. The who's who of dancehall, I have recorded them at some point in time. So all those videos are there. Now, first and foremost, the start of the video, congratulations to Vybz Kartel on a successful European tour. It is not finished as yet, but it is going very well. All the shows have been sold out so far. He just completed the Manchester leg and is now heading to Malta to do a two-night show. The event goes over, I think, from Wednesday to Monday. Vybz Kartel 2 shows are Saturday and Sunday. Shensia, Dexter, Skeng, Jada Kingdom, Cranium, who has replaced Chronicler, are also going to be there. So it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to seeing clips from that. So another great feat by Vybz Kartel there again. Manchester show was crazy. See Vybz Kartel come out in one glove like Michael Jackson. You don't know, Michael Kartel has referred to himself as Michael Cake Soap Jackson. I think him kind of bring back that the performance there. Also, the production was pretty cool. It kind of reminiscent of a old, I wouldn't say old, but what dancehall used to be back in the day, the zig fence and the sound box and them thing there, and the painting on the sound box them and all that. It was very nostalgic. It kind of brought me back to when I was younger. Now, Vybz Kartel had a sit down with the real Gaza uncle. It wasn't a quote unquote interview. It was just, just them chopping it up and talking as two bridging. There's a few gems that Vybz Kartel dropped that we as people who follow Vybz Kartel didn't even know. We didn't know that prior to Vybz Kartel's incarceration, he was in process of getting back his US visa. Because what he said in the interview is that none of what is happening now not really new to him. He said this would have happened because if he didn't get incarcerated, it would have manifested over the period of those 13 years. So he would have been selling out arena shows. He would have been traveling the world again because everything was already in process. Because I think he said all of this happened after he performed via satellite for Best of the Best. I don't know how much of you guys remember that. He is still the one and only person in dancehall. I think, I don't want to say in the world, but he should be in the 1% of anybody who has ever done that. Who has done a performance via satellite. I don't quite remember if anybody have ever done that. The only thing I remember they did something with Tupac. Posthumous, where he did it was Biggie. I think it was Biggie, not Tupac. I think it was Biggie Smalls. They used like a what do they call that thing again? It is a projection. The projection image. I not quite remember the name of it now, but you can go research it. That is the only thing that comes close to my mind of anything like that. Biggie Smalls did do that back in the day. I think his mother was a huge part of setting it up and doing it. I think it wasn't even long ago. Maybe some less than 5 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but outside of that, I don't remember if anybody has ever done anything similar. But yeah, Vybz Kartel has been basically what he's saying. He's been doing big things, from them times. So from 2011 and 2011, if people can remember, prior to Vybz Kartel's incarceration, was to me the highest point of Vybz Kartel's career. He had his rum business, which he also talked about in the interview. He had the reality TV series. All of those stuff was going on. He was also on his way to create a clothing and a shoe brand. I don't know if you remember, if you've ever heard about Addies, that would have been the name of the shoe. So all those stuff was in place. Different businesses, he had the club running, all of that. So all of those stuff was going on around that time. Because if you also remember, the show that he performed, Best of the Best, it was filmed at the building which was run by Vybz Kartel and Curated at the time. So these things have been happening, and this is stuff that we explain. Even though I didn't know some of this information, I've always told people that the hype around Vybz Kartel now is not because he just came from prison. Vybz Kartel has always had this hype around him. It's just that he was grounded and he couldn't travel to many places. He was banned in a lot of Caribbean countries, and he didn't have paperwork or visas to travel to the US, to Europe, or a lot of or even England, right? Or the UK rather. So he's been doing these stuff from them time there. And also, I think he said he was supposed to headline an arena show in Miami around that time. That's how he know he was gonna get back his visa, because all the paperwork was already signed off on. It's just that he get caught up with the law and it just never materialized. Also, he had also performed in an arena in Amsterdam before his incarceration too. So even going back to Amsterdam to perform in an arena, even though the first arena was a lot smaller, but he has been doing these things from them time. That's why, if you notice, Cartel don't seem phased by what is going on now, because he knew all of this was coming. All of this was going to happen. But if you want more information, you can go to the Real Gaza Uncle. I'm gonna drop the link in the description. You can go to the Real Gaza Uncle page on YouTube and see the last sit down we have with Vybz Kartel. And also, for anybody who is also wondering, Vybz Kartel kinda give a hint about Freedom Street. They're going to do it again. They are planning on doing it again. He said Joe, them are iron out the kinks. They are trying to get it around somewhere in December, around the 20s. They are not going to do it New Year's Eve this year, because they realize that people want to go do them watch night and New Year's Eve parties and stuff. So them kind of try to infringe on that, which I think is a great idea. So I don't know what date they're gonna choose, but somewhere in the 20s by what Kartel I say. So if you are somebody who normally travel around Christmas time to go to Jamaica, this is one more attraction that you can add to your list. And for all the people who missed this year's Freedom Street or last year, depending on how you want to look at it, another one is being planned, and I think this one is gonna be way better, because now Vybz Kartel performance is on a better level than it was, because that was his first performance. So I think that's something where you guys can look forward to. So yeah, Freedom Street again. I definitely want to go to this one. I don't usually travel around Christmas time, but if Freedom Street is gonna be around that time, I'll definitely be a regular visitor of Jamaica to Jamaica during that time. So me definitely I look forward to that. Vybz Kartel also explained what is going on, why he hasn't gotten a date in Canada just yet. It's scheduling issues with the venues because, as you know, most of these arenas are multi-purpose arenas where they use them for sporting events. A lot of the seasons are starting back up. So I think that is what they are looking at to see which date is best to use. And also trying to zero in on a date where Vybz Kartel doesn't already have a booking. So that is what the proper paperwork are in place. Him having visa and him work permits and everything. He made it clear that all those are up to par. It's just scheduling what's causing the fans in Canada to not have gotten their show yet. So Canada people just go all out. We not get to the show. Also, I think Houston should be getting a show in the coming months, and also Los Angeles. We still a look out and a wait for more information on that. But just people just stay close to the channel, pay close attention to Vybz Kartel Instagram and those places, and see, because the show is coming in your town. You know, no matter where you live, Vybz Kartel is going to be there. And also, last but not least, Vybz Kartel is definitely going to be in Africa next year. And the next thing, and the next honorable mention, big up Spice and Siva, Sean Storm. They're going to have a show in Uganda around I think December 6th. That's another thing to look out for. I definitely want to see the reception that Sean Storm is going to get done in Uganda from entry into the country to the show itself. Spice has been in Africa before. I'm not sure if she has ever been to Uganda, but I know she has performed down there before. So we already know the fair reception this. But I'm very happy for Sean Storm. You know what I mean? Him definitely getting wings and him really putting in work. Big up yourself, Siva. But people, this is the end of the video. Until next time. Outside.